I'm Ron Sawicki. I'm Pua's husband. I'm also a professional bike mechanic. This is today's tip on getting your bike ready before you ride. One of the first things you want to do is make sure that when you're putting your tires on, your wheels on, or even if your wheel was already on and you went to the ride, check your levers and make sure your skewers are tight. Not overly tight so you can't get them off if you get a flat, but on nice and snug, and then roll it to make sure it's not hitting the brake, and check both front and back. The other thing you want to do is take a cloth, wipe your chain off, and then completely re-lubricate it. I really highly recommend dry lubricant if you can and it's not rainy conditions. The stuff keeps your chain very clean. Lubricate it real heavy and then wipe off the excess. It'll keep everything really, really nice. The other thing you want to make sure is just check your pressures and your tubes, and that should be done every single time you go out. You never know if you're going to lose pressure. I suggest if you're running tubes to be running 40+ pounds pressure. If you're running tubeless as we are, you can vary that between 28 to 38 pounds of pressure. You can go a lot lower just because you don't have to worry about pinch flatting. I would say every 3-4 rides, for sure go by and check every bolt, handlebar bolts, shock bolts. Especially if you have a full suspension, go through the suspension bolts as here, 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 and here. These can come loose and you won't even know it. We've had it happen on the trail where all of a sudden it starts jiggling. And a good one too is to check your pedals and make sure that they're on securely. If everything's going all right, before you go on your ride, you should tool around the parking lot, shift through all your gears, and make sure everything's ready to go.
This Sawiki bike tip is brought to you by Ellsworth Bikes, like no other bike on earth.